So now, if this is your entry now, a little bit below this, if this is your entry, a little bit below this should be your exit. And now, if you were to check the distance between this now and this, you will realize that you've not even lost up to 1% of your account size. That means if you're using 100,000, you would not even lose up to 1,000 naira and you're off the trade. And you're off the trade, you are off the market. You understand? So now your entry should be above your resistance and your stop loss should be below your resistance. Very easy. So if this trade goes against you, all you're going to lose is peanuts. But if it doesn't, you're going to make too much money. You're going to make real money. You're going to see you having wins and losses. So now I've showed you all now how to make an entry a little above your resistance, how to set your stop loss a little below your resistance. So now, will you always want your stop loss to be triggered? Let you be losing 1,000 naira in a trade, or $1,000 or $100 or $10 in a trade? No, you would not want that. Because that money you're losing, you're not using it to feed anybody. You're feeding the owner of the exchange or whatever people that are controlling the money and everything. They are the ones you're feeding. They're the ones you're enriching. So you have to be cautious. You have to cultivate this mindset of you know what you're doing. So that's why I say you should look out for a squeeze. Very important. Check the EMA moving in between the candle, which shows that the EMA is not healthy if it moves in between the candles. Second step is to draw your support and resistance. Third step is to enter a little above your resistance. Fifth step is to set your stop loss a little below your resistance. See, if you follow Mr. Cloud teachings, just this particular thing I just taught you on now, you would make money in crypto. But all you would need, because this is not for futures, this is for spot, all you would need is large capital. Because so at any 2% win, you understand, you're already in like, maybe if you're using like 1 million, you're already in like 20,000 or 30,000 win. You understand? And there's no how you will lose 1% of your size if you follow this strategy. You understand? Most people who are losing money in trade are people who are trading with small money. Seriously, if you're trading with large sum, you would not make all these silly mistakes and you would grow your portfolio and you would be rich. So should I name this video how to get rich off crypto, or how to trade using the MACD and EMA to understand, or how to grow your portfolio? I don't know the title of this teaching. I just want to just teach you all this because I want to see your account grow. And if you're making money off my knowledge, share. The least you can do for me is to share on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, on your Telegram. Advertise me. So others will see me. When they see, they can pay for lectures. That way too, I make money. I pay my bills too. You understand? Even Dangote has tractors everywhere. He's a rich man. Why is he not sitting down at home eating money? No matter the money you have, you still want more money. I still want your money. If you give me 5,000 naira now, I will thank you like I don't have that money or I've not seen it in my life. Do you understand me? I still want it. I'm not too rich that I say, oh, even Tesla, what's his name? Elon Musk, he's still building spaceship. He still wants to become billionaire and billionaire. Why is he not like, oh, I've reached the pinnacle of my success, I'm okay? Do you understand me? So share. That's the least you can do to support Mr. Cloud. So the more people watch, that way YouTube gives me something too. You understand? So you just have to follow me blindly. Follow me blindly. I said blindly. Follow Mr. Cloud blindly because I will not mislead you. I will not. I will not. I have made all these mistakes you're making. I would not allow you make them. Do you get the point now? Do you get the point? Please, I love you. So this is what you should do. People should not just call you and tell you, hey, Algo is boosting, oh, this, that is boosting. If you miss this action and come into this, do not. They can't do. The trend is now healthy. The market is healthy. If you notice, the market is healthy here. That's why it is up, down, up, down. You need these confirmations I just gave you. So now, this is what you should do for me. Get a pen and paper and write these steps. The first step is when someone asks you or tells you you're supposed to buy an asset, For as long as that asset is on trading view, unless if it's a new asset, a new coin. I'm going to teach you how to also analyze on that too. But this is for people, coins that are already in existence, coins that you can find on most of the exchanges. You understand? If he says this coin is going to boost, mistake people make is the buy after this consolidation. The buy maybe somewhere above here or here and end up here and get scared when they see that portfolio dumping and end up selling off somewhere here and price goes back up again and they are still waiting for the price to retest the level they made purchase in. So if you actually entered at this price, you've not gotten a retest. That means you are in loss since today morning. You've been in loss till now, which is over how many hours already? You understand? So you don't just have to jump into trades. You don't have to. So now when someone asks you, tells you of a crypto asset to buy, this is what you do. Go to your MACD, your MACD, have it in your chart, have your EMA20. EMA20 is highly recommended by Mr. Cloud. Don't go and start doing any crazy settings here. Leave it the way it is like this. Leave it. Don't configure anything. It's only here because by default this should be EMA9 close O. So you just have to just go to your settings and make it 20. You understand? So now what you have to do is to watch the EMA and the MACD. You have to watch them first before you even draw a support and a resistance. So when you've watched them, you've seen that the EMA is going in a parallel line, which is in a straight line. When you now see the MACD, you see the MACD is squeezing, which is it is tiny, tiny, tiny. What does this tell you? Something big is coming or something down is coming. You understand? So now you have to count at least 20 candles. If you cannot count 20 candles, you lower your time frame. However, just try at least to count at least 20 candles so you can confirm that this is actually a squeeze. Very important. So after you've confirmed the squeeze, what do? You draw your support and resistance. After you've drawn your support and resistance, this line you draw is to make you understand that the market is moving right in the support and resistance. So what should you do is to know when to make an entry and when to make an exit. So now you make an entry, like I said, a little above your resistance. That is your entry. What is your exit? You make your exit a little below your resistance line. You use large sum. When I say large sum, I don't mean $1. I mean use like $5,000, $10,000 to trade this. And always be ready to secure your position or your trade when you are like in 2-3%. Remember, this is not for you to make big money. You can be lucky and be in the trade because now, whatever luck you have, you created the luck because you analyzed, you checked things. So if you were lucky enough and this boost happened and boom, you understand that is you were lucky. But now you presented yourself for the luck or opportunity to take place. You don't just jump into trade maybe at this level now. You short this market and start praying to be lucky that it will crash so you can get profit. That's not what luck is. You have to have something doing. What is something doing? This thing. You have to have this is a planting season. You plant. This is your planting, you're cultivating, you're analyzing. This is the harvest. Do you understand? So it might not be bountiful. You might be lucky enough that after you see a squeeze, the boosting was it was mind blowing. You understand? You might be that lucky to have it that big. The choice is yours. So now, about the loss, based on your size, you can do it the way you should lose only 1% loss. Maybe if you're using like 1 million, you should lose 1%. So let's check where 1% loss will be. This is far. God, it's too much. So you can make it like 1%, 0.1%, which is if it's 1 million you use in buying this asset at this price, what you're going to be losing should be about 10% of 1 million is 100,000. 1% is 10,000. You'll be losing just about 18,000. But if you're to be successful with 1 million naira, this is 1%. That means you've made good money, at least 10,000 naira in just one trade with just this simple analysis. So if you can go into this like 3 times and you know your loss should not be much. It should not be much. So you understand? So even if you get lost somewhere here, it's insignificant. It's not reasonable. So you can You can bear the 10K loss, you understand, because you're using a very large size. You understand me? So this is a secret, a top secret that even 90% of professionals don't know. I just let you all in on this secret. So this is what you analyze. Now, if this went very high, do you know what happened? What actually made this go very high is it you presented yourself for this luck to happen. If you don't position yourself well, maybe you will go and short this market somewhere here without even getting any confirmation, without even knowing where to set your stop loss and everything. One secret you should know: people who are big traders in forex, who are making money in forex, are not using leverage to trade. Do you know what their leverage is? Their leverage is their money. They can go into a trade with 100 million naira, and all they are looking for is a 1% move or 2% move. With 100 million naira, 1% move is 1 million naira. And if they are to lose in that trade, what they are going to lose would not be up to 100,000, because they will be so conservative that they know what they are doing. See, you will be rich if you know Mr. Cloud and you follow my teachings. When I tell you something, blindly follow me. I will not mislead you. I have been with people, professional traders. There are lots of professional traders that you know today that would never accept that I tutored them. I've tutored over 3,000 students. I didn't just start trading today. I didn't just start trading yesterday. I have stayed with top professionals that you think they are top in the world. I've stayed in their midst, and I've seen that most of them hide the secret from you. Why would they hide it? Because if you know this, you would not uh, lose money to them. So people who you see that are rich through forex, they are not using leverage. Using leverage is gamble. It's risky. One move you can lose 10% your size. But if you analyze this squeeze now and go into this move, in this move now you've made 1% of your account size. Let's say you're using the lowest amount you should trade with SEF should be from $10,000 and above. So when you make a profit of 5% a day, because you can analyze this and be lucky, and this will boost and give you like 20 to 30% or 10% or 1%. You understand? You can be lucky, but you have to create your luck. You just have to create your luck. I That's why I tell people, do not trade. Oh, I have a feeling. Do not trade like that. Your feeling will give you wins, but your feelings will make you see this. That is why you need to learn before you earn. You understand? Your feelings will make you do this and lose this, because you can see this now, bullish. Oh, my feeling is telling me this is a confirmation entry. I am going into this trade. You jump in. Oh, my spirit is correct. I'm enjoying my money. You would not close, and this will happen. These are informations. So if you want to make money off crypto, you need to use large size. I know most of you don't have that. That's why I teach most of you futures, those of you that is in my signal class. I don't want you all blowing off your money. If you trade with large size, you would lose less. And your little 1% move or 2% gain is okay for the day for you. You understand me? So when I see people promise people 30 to 40% return on investment in a week, I'll be like, okay,